Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you are safe and sound at home and enjoying your study as well. Let's get started. Our third lecture for grade 3 subject science. Open your book at page number 43, unit 8. What does it mean? Wind and air. What is this? Wind and air. I need you just listen it carefully. Open your book, look at your page number 43. Air is all around us. Although we never see it, we also cannot smell or taste it. Air is such kind of things that cannot be seen, cannot be smell, or cannot be tasted. We have air around, although we have air around us. What is air made of? The question is, what is air? What is air made of? In the universe, each and everything is made of something, with something, made of something. The earth is surrounded by a layer of air called the atmosphere. The atmosphere is full of gases. The most important of these gases is oxygen, without which no living things can survive. Other gases such as nitrogen and carbon dioxide as well as water vapor are also present in the air. What is atmosphere? Look this one. What is air made of? Okay. The earth is surrounded by a layer of air called atmosphere. What is this? This is our earth surrounding with this one. Here, what is this? It is called atmosphere. It is called atmosphere. This is our earth. Around it, we have got the air that is called atmosphere. And in atmosphere, we have 2-3 gases like oxygen. We have here oxygen. Here nitrogen. Here this side carbon dioxide, oxide. In atmosphere around our earth we have gases nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor. Water vapor, the tiny sort of moisture are called water vapor, in which we have got the tiny sort of drops of water moisturizing. That's called water vapor, also present in the air. Okay, this is over here. Atmosphere around us, it has got 4 things. First one, carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen and water vapor we have got around us, around our earth, or in our atmosphere. I hope you understood this one. The second thing is space. Space, there is a lot of air near the surface of the earth. As we go higher and higher above the earth, the air becomes thinner, lightening. After about 600 kilometers, there is no air at all. This part that is outside the atmosphere is called space. Okay, this is our earth. Around it we have got atmosphere. This is called ozone layer. Ozone layer. From here to here, it seems to be 600 kilometer. 600 kilometer above the earth. After this we have got the space. Understood, boys? Dear students, especially this one, I repeat, we have got the earth, we live on it. Around it we have got the atmosphere. In atmosphere we have four gases: oxygen, nitrogen, water vapor and carbon dioxide. And from earth to above ozone layer, it is 600 kilometer above the earth. After this we have got the space. As you know, already know the form space has no air. There is no air in the space. This part that is outside the atmosphere is called space. Turn your page number 44. This is 43. This is 44. Okay, boys, you got that one, dear student? I repeat, we have earth. Around it we have got the atmosphere. In atmosphere we have three gases and this one water vapor. From earth above 600 kilometer we have got the ozone layer that covering the earth from the sunlight, okay, the radiation of the sun rays. After this one we have got the space. That's clear. Next page, 44. What causes wind? What causes wind? What causes wind? Look this one. The sun warms the air around the earth. No doubt about this one. The warm air rises because it is lighter than cold air. Remember this one. The warm air rises because it is lighter than the cold air. When warm air rises, its place is taken by cold air. This happens all over the earth. When this happens, winds begin to blow. How does the wind cause? When this happens, winds begin to blow. When the wind is light and gentle, it is called a breeze. Light and gentle called breeze. When the wind blows very strongly, it is called gale. Gale. Light and gentle. Light and gentle. That is called breeze. And when it is strong, it blows strong. Strongly, that is called gale. Okay, that's why wind causes. The sun warms the air around the earth. We have got this one earth, and this is our ozone layer. Got the atmosphere. Here is the sun that warms the air. There is warm the air around our atmosphere, around our earth. The warm air rises because it is lighter than cold air. Warm air and cold air. Warm air rises because it is lighter than cold air. When warm air rises, its place is taken by cold air. This happens all over the earth. When this happens, winds begin to blow. This is the combination of warm air and the cold air. When warm air takes the cold place of cold air, then we have got the wind sort of situation. We have wind. Understood? And another thing is that when the gentle and light wind blows, that is called breeze, and when it blows strongly, that is called gale. That is called gale. This is two types of air we have. Look at your book. There are pictures. Look this one. We have a cloud over here. This is cold air sinks. Cold air sinks. From that to the other one, it takes place with the warm air rises. And up over there the sun warms the air. Here is sun that warms the air. Look this one. We have a cloud over here, okay, that cold air sinks, okay, down, and it takes the warm air, rises, and up above the sun warms the air. Second one, wind is the movement of the air. Wind, what is wind? It is the movement of the air, compressed air. What is a compressed air? To compress means to squeeze together. Air can be squeezed into small spaces. When we blow up a balloon, we are forcing air into it. We are compressing a lot of air into a small spaces. Have you ever wondered why a balloon bursts? This happened because too much air was squeezed into a very small area. Look at the pictures on your book at page 44. As the wire blows into the balloon, the air is squeezed inside and the balloon expands. When we have got the balloon, we blows into it, we are squeezing the air in it. That air, compressed air, it gets into a small sort of spaces like balloon. Compressed air is useful. Can you think of ways in which we use compressed air? The picture below will give you some idea. Air forced into balloons, okay, in balloons, in football, okay, and in our tire, in what called we have called the compressed air. In balloons, tire, waterboard, I mean especially footballs. We squeeze the air, that is called compressed air. To compress means to squeeze together. Air can be squeezed into small spaces. When we blow up a balloon, we are forcing air into it. We are compressing a lot of air into a small spaces. We have got the small balloon. When we try to blow it, we are forcing to squeeze the air into that balloon. In tire, in the tubes, and in football and the water board, we are going to compress it with a squeezed air. Squeezed air means a compressed air. It is very useful indeed, because without air, when we are just riding a car or riding a bicycle, motorcycle, where we have got the tire, a vehicle which has got the tire, any kind of vehicle which has got the tire, if we don't have air, how can we ride on it? How can we move ahead? How can we move on? It is because of the compressed air that make all such kind of tires filled with that squeezed air that make us to move on these vehicles. Okay, dear student, open page number 45. Page number 45. We have got the section B. Mark the correct statement with a tick and the wrong ones with a cross. Tick and cross. Section B. Number 1. Number 1. Carbon dioxide is the most important gas present in the air. If you read this chapter carefully, we came to know that oxygen is the most important gas in our atmosphere. Without oxygen, we can't live on the surface of the earth. That's why this is a cross, it's a wrong. When you put tick and cross, you have to be careful about the correct answer. If we have got the cross here, you know the correct answer. Then you will be able to have a good answer on the basis of tick and cross. Second one, there is no air in space. Yes, of course. As I earlier mentioned you, there is no air in space. And that goes up over here, Earth. This is our ozone from 600 kilometers above. There is space, and space have no air. There is no air in the space. Third one, warm air is heavier than cold air. The warm air rises because it is lighter than cold air. That's why it is lighter. Warm air is lighter than cold air. Here is written warm air is heavier than cold air. It is cross. Number 3 is cross. It is not heavier. It is lighter than cold air. Number 4, compressed air is present in a tire. Yes, of course, I mentioned you when we squeezed, that's called squeezes, called compressed air. In tire, in football, waterboard, in balloons, we have got the compressed air. Compressed air is present in a tire, yes. It is tick. I earlier mentioned if you know the right and wrong answer, then it is good for you to get it easily to put tick and cross at the end of that statement. When you have got the question, put tick and cross at the end. Number 5, there is more air higher up in the atmosphere. No, not at all. This is cross. The more you go up in our atmosphere, This is our atmosphere. Okay, the more you rise, the more you go up. Okay, there are little air you find. Okay, that's why it is cross. There is more air higher up in the atmosphere, it's crossroom. Wind is moving air. Yes, wind is the movement of the air. Wind is the movement of the air. Wind is the movement of the air. That's one. First one, cross. Second, tick. Third one, cross. Fourth one, tick. Fifth one, cross. Sixth one, tick. Okay, dear student, you understood this one? I told you about what is the air made of. I just repeat that one. Air is made of so many gases. Okay, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. Where we have got in our atmosphere. Air is made up of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. Water vapors in our atmosphere. The second thing is space. Okay, when you go up higher, approximately 600 kilometers higher up, after that one there is a cover. That cover is called, this cover is called ozone layer. Ozone layer means that protect our earth from the radiation of the sun rays. If that cover is not present, then nobody can survive on the surface of the earth. It is only the NEMA, or it is only because of that cover that's called ozone layer, we are surviving on the surface of the earth. After this one, from earth goes up 600 kilometers, we have got the space, and there is no air in the space. Second, what causes wind? How the wind causes the sun warms the air around the earth. The warm air rises up. There is sun, it warms the air around our earth, that is called atmosphere. The warm air rises because it is lighter than the cold air. When warm air rises, its place is taken by the cold air. This happens all over the earth. When this happens, wind begins to blow. When the wind is light and gentle, it is called a breeze. There are two kinds of wind. First one, breeze, that blows so gently, and then gale. It blows so strongly. And then at the end, compressed air, we talked about compressed air. To compress means to squeeze together. Air can be squeezed into small spaces in balloons, in tire, in water board. Okay, we have a compressed air. I give you homework. Write and learn. Fill in the blanks. Read this chapter again. The unit 8. This is your homework. I hope you understood it very well, and rest of the question answer we will do in our next lecture. Wish you all the best. Allah Hafiz.